Couples therapy is a very dynamic experience from both an individual and a marital perspective. On the surface, we could simply remedy conflict by acknowledging patterns of behavior and trying to alter them. However, those quick fixes do not make for lasting changes. If a person wants to really change their behavior, they first need to understand why it is that they behave in the manner in which they do. So for instance, if a couple were to come into therapy looking to improve communication and conflict resolution, we would first begin by identifying interaction patterns. Through this process, we recognize common behavioral themes, ways in which we either avoid or address conflict, and how we ultimately digest hearing our partner's opinions and input. Through this awareness, we become better equipped to make changes. Then each individual begins their own work, trying to understand their triggers, what it is about themselves that ultimately influences their behavior. This usually stems back from experiences throughout our lifetime. Anxious, insecure attachments to our parents, trauma during vulnerable times in our lives, feelings of abandonment, bringing to the surface the real core identity concerns, how one person feels about themselves, their own true sense of self-worth, self-perception, and need for validation. As this process continues, each individual gains greater ability to self-regulate, to understand and acknowledge why certain interactions act as triggers. As a couple, each individual works to gain greater acceptance and understanding of one another, learning how each individual's life experiences have ultimately shaped them into the people that they are, and helping one another to resolve lifelong unmet needs. As a unified team, the couple works to restructure that bond, identifying and accepting their own needs and wants while also facilitating a new approach to communication, problem solving, and conflict resolution. As a result, a more secure attachment is formed, ultimately improving the marriage while also helping to alleviate and put closure to past unresolved traumas.